Oh boy, Windows 11. Yeah, looks great, but there's some things on the inside you are not that I'm quite laughing at. First of all, and second of all, really aren't too good. Yup. So yes, we're talking about Windows 11 again today because some things came out about it, and they're not some things that really need to be discussed. And I feel that Microsoft is shooting themselves in the leg, sort of here. Actually, it's not sort of. It's more likely literally. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So, yeah, this is Windows 11 right here. Well, a dev build. Yeah, you can see, of course, it looks nice. I know Cap, it does look nice. But again, nice beauty does not equal greatness. Just like some of the hot girls at your local school aren't even good like how they look. And there's a reason why they say don't judge a book by its cover. So, yeah, I'm going to show y'all some things about Windows. I'm just going to rant about Windows 11 today and just tell y'all some things about it. So first of all, I think the first thing we need to discuss is 32-bit. From what I've heard, or from what I've seen, it looks like they're going to be depreciating 32-bit. It looks like they're going to say goodbye to 32-bit systems. Like, that they're not... So, yeah, basically. So that's knocking out lots on computers, but even then I'd probably say 32-bit systems kind of do need to be faded out. So let's look through here some more. Processor, 1 gigahertz. Like, another thing to mention here, they went full on high up. They practically quadrupled like the system requirements here. Alright, let me pull up Windows 10 system requirements here. Let's do a quick comparison. Like, can I... like... Jeez. So, yeah. So, here's Windows 10 system requirements. Here's what it takes to upgrade to Windows 10 on your PC or tablet. Latest OS. Make sure you run the latest version, either Windows 7 or SP1. Like, blah, blah, blah. That's not the part I'm caring about much. Well, here. Like, they still required a 1 gigahertz or faster processor here. Like, that's not new. Well, now they want you to have 2 or more cores on a compatible 64-bit processor. Or system on a chip, but no one cares about that. But here, they're wanting... And here, like, they don't care if it's 32 or 64-bit. They really don't care. RAM. 1 gigabyte for 32-bit or 2 gigabytes for 64-bit. Oh. They doubled it! They basically doubled it for 64-bit. So yeah, they kind of went into beef mode right here. Hard disk space. 16 gigabytes for 32-bit OS or 20 gigabytes for a 64-bit installation. 64 gigabytes of larger storage space. That ain't just doubled there, that's tripled. Yeah, they going beef on this mode. UEFI secure boot compatible. They ain't begging for that here. Trusted platform module version 2.0. Here is what's basically triggering me about this. They didn't really care much about TPM here. TPM 2, let me pull this open. if you're running an Intel CPU, I'm not sure about AMD CPUs, but if you're running an Intel CPU, you gotta have an 8th gen or higher. And I'd probably say a majority of people don't even run 8th gen CPUs yet. 8th gen Intel run Intel. They're probably still running 7th gen or below. And a lot of OEMs still do that. A lot of people get older computers that ship with those kind of processors. And yet Microsoft just laying a load on them. Like, so let's go all the way down to Windows 11. Intel Core. Pay attention. This number right here, I believe, is the generation number. 10. Is there anything lower than an 8? No! Of course not. Nothing's lower than an 8 in this. They literally depreciated those CPUs, yo, like, which means I can't even upgrade neither on my Windows boot, so. But thing is, like, a lot of people are going to be telling me, they said the absolute bare minimum is 1.2. And yeah, I get that. But if there's anything you probably need to realize here, they're really trying to make it look like you need version 2.0 trusted platform module. So, yeah. We're basically getting screwed over. Like, it's one... Not... It doesn't look like a lot of people are going to be held up upgrade to Windows 11, if you know what I mean. Which mean, and thing is, I don't think Linux really cares about a trusted TPM, so guess what? Because Microsoft's thrown 32-bit systems in the trash, and they're basically telling everyone, well, telling everyone that they need to be on TPM2, which is only supported by, like, the latest processors up from, like, 2018 or so. A lot of people still use, like, 7th or 6th gen or 5th gen Intel processors and stuff. Or Radeon processors that aren't compatible. And they're making it look like that. And most people, they don't know the TPM version 1.2. I think, and now this goes back to why I say Microsoft's shooting themselves in the foot here. This is how you get people to go to Linux. Requiring a lot of people to have something that they can't even do. And give them the option, upgrade your PC / buy a new PC or stay on the older version. Let me tell you a fun fact. There's a third option. It's called Linux. So, yeah, Microsoft's basically shooting themselves in the foot. I think a lot of people are going to be switching to Linux because of this. Well, they don't know it's 1.2. Graphics card compatible with DirectX 12 or later with WDDM 2.0 driver. To be honest, I think most graphics cards that people have right now support DirectX 12. Like, yeah. Display high definition 720p display that is greater than 9 inches diagonal and 8 bits per color channel. Like, some of this stuff is requiring state-of-the-art tech. Heck. Like, these should be requirements on an operating system coming out later this decade, not 2021, if you know what I mean. Though some of this, like, should have been requirements, like, years ago, like, be honest. Like, who the heck uses 480p displays to play on their computer? Internet connection Microsoft accounts. Windows 11 Home Edition requires internet connectivity and a Microsoft account to complete the device on setup on first use. My rear. Switching a device out of Windows 10, 11 Home in S mode requires internet connectivity for all Windows. Yeah, blah blah blah. They're wanting you to require the internet, and which means that's a middle finger to the people living in the Midwest. I'm sorry about y'all. It ain't like I know it's stupid. It basically went like, let's go to more detailed specs here. Close out these. 1 gigabyte. For, yeah, we've already read that. Internet connection. So yeah, these require internet connections, obviously. But it's not as full on like, you need an internet connection to use the operating system when you're at home. When you're using the home edition. Like, yo, like, what's wrong with me not having an internet connection? Like, I have internet, don't get me wrong, but seriously though. So, yeah, like, these are some optional things, like, feature depreciations. I really don't care that they're disabling Internet Explorer. Like, who really cares about that browser these days? I can get that. In now. Why? Why? Bruh. I always... Like, I like to screw around, but now they're making it harder for people to rice their Windows computers, if you know what I mean. Now you can't make your Windows computer look like Mac OS anymore, if you know what I mean. Like, yo, like... Again, tell people to come over to Linux, man, I tell y'all. Apps can no longer customize areas of taskbar. Well, I guess that's a way of saying goodbye to good old classic shell. So yeah, Microsoft shooting themselves in the foot. Pow pow. Yup. Timeline was removed. Some similar function. Again. Like, why? Wallet is removed. Touch. Like, why are they removing half of these features? Like, yo. Again, switch to Linux because this is utter rear right here. Now, the next one, oh boy. Time to say good old hello to 1984. Guess George Orwell was right. Just only wrong by a couple decades. Starting in 2023, or for my fellow Germans, 2023, Windows 11 will require new laptops to have a front webcam. Grab some extra tape. Yes, I'll be ready to get my. I'll be ready to get my tape. Don't worry. It's called my hand. But in all seriousness, let's get some tape. We need. Jeez, we need to hurry up and get some tape for our computers. Yeah. Well, you need to know, Windows 11 was formally announced by Microsoft. As part of the news rush, it was revealed that new Windows 11 laptops were required to have a front webcam starting in 2023. Why? Why? I don't get requiring that. Like, this kind of, to me, sounds like they're getting ready to do some spooky, if you know what I mean. Forward-facing cameras will be mandatory, while rear-facing will be optional. Oh, hello, FBI. I'm not doing anything here. Oh, hello, Microsoft. What are you looking at? Oh, hey, Jimmy the Hacker. Why are you looking at me? Go look at your own self. Yeah, like, welcome to the land where security is no longer existent because now they want you to require a webcam for who knows what. Next thing you know, your doctor's going to be asking you about your porn addiction. In 2 years from now, your Windows 11 equipped laptop will have a camera on it. That's not a prediction. That's a fact. Because Microsoft is demanding it. Switch to Linux. As part of the rush of news surrounding its operating system, Microsoft has declared that starting January 1st, 2023, peeps, I'll be 17 then, all new laptops running Windows 11 will need to have a front-facing camera. Okay, I just taped my webcam. So, For those concerned with privacy, this means a trip to the office supply store to grab more tape with which to cover up those pesky little lenses. Yup. That means get some paper, get some tape, just do whatever you can. Get some Flex Seal or something, just spray that dang webcam. And for those who fully immerse themselves in the world of remote work, this means an end to the days of fearing a laptop will have a bad camera, or worse, no camera. So those people are going to be a bit happier. The way this new policy influences the quality of cameras found in Microsoft's camera requirements. Not only does the company demand that laptops have cameras, but expects them to have a resolution of high definition or better. I don't get what's the point of that. They can spot on you just as much with 480p. Auto exposure, that don't sound right. Auto white balance. Racist! This means the days of sub-HD cameras are numbered, with a massive company like Microsoft demanding an end to objectively outdated and substandard cameras. It's only a matter of time before such inferior products cease to exist. On the flip side, it's also a matter of time before privacy-minded individuals have one less source of security. In a world where every single machine has a camera, eyes will be everywhere, and all big brothers of technology will be watching. Congress, can you rescue us from these monkeys? Of course, this requirement will only applies to new laptops being sold by OEMs in 2023, not your existing one. So if you got a laptop right now that doesn't have a webcam in it, if it's compatible for Windows 11, don't need to worry. So, yeah. Like, you're going to have to be stuck on Windows 10 till like 2029. That's the sad thing. Unless you switch to Linux. And I think that's time for me to discuss why you should switch to Linux. Like, for one, customization. Like, for example, I got a tiling window manager going here, but you can always install something like KDE or something, and KDE is actually really and extremely customized. When you make that thing look like a Mac OS or Windows 7, either way, you can make it look like Mac OS 9. If you know what I mean. Compared to Windows 11, which now there ain't no such thing as ricing. The only rice on here are the icons, and the good old wallpaper. Geez, they really going the way of Apple. They give Windows users a package manager, but they also take away their ability to customize their desktop. Wow. Jeez. I'm sorry, I'm not paying $100 for this kind of bullcrap. So yeah. I thought it was something we had to discuss. Because it's, I think being honest here, Microsoft is shooting themselves in the foot quite a bit with the requirements, and George Orwell is a bit right on about Big Brother when you're looking at the fact Microsoft wants webcams on your good old laptop, no matter what. So Bill Shed here. Hope to see you next time. See ya. If you'll like this type of content, make sure to drop a like. If you wanted to see more of this content, make sure to subscribe. If you don't like this content, or specifically this video, drop a dislike. And it'd be heavily appreciated if you were to also drop a comment explaining why you disliked the video and some issues, also known as constructive feedback. I'll see y'all next time. See ya.